Hi, my name's Eric Nazaroff, and I'd like to thank you for choosing OEC Trader 3.5. And right now I'm just going to give you a short demonstration of how to change the platform from the default setup that you see here in front of you on your screens. So the login window, obviously the first thing we want to do is put in our login ID, and that'll allow us to log in. Now the platform can be customized to fit your entire desktop as far as your screen space is concerned, if that's what you choose. This quick start screen, if you don't want it to show up anymore, obviously you can just uncheck here from the show on startup, and if you need to pull up anything like the user's guide or whatnot, you could click onto the user's guide and go ahead and see that. Or you can go to help and see some of the tutorials as well as a user guide. So in any case, here we have our market ladder. Apparently there's a position in this account on the Bund. This is a demo account, so we can just go ahead and ignore that. But so it seems like the platform, as far as the platform is concerned, that you're unable to change the setup of any of these windows. I can't click on them, I can't move them, I kind of can't do anything with them. So is this a world that I need to live within? Short answer, no. If you want to start customizing for yourself, you can just go here to View, click the Lock Windows tab. So now the windows are going to be unlocked, and you can see here you have these little X's now that have come up. So what I want to do is, I'm a trader who likes to use a couple of depth of market ladders and a couple of charts and the quote board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close all these other windows. After I've unlocked them, I don't use them, so I'm going to close them. And I'll go ahead and close that. And now the rest of the windows, I want to move them out of this frame that I like to call the placemat. So I'm going to left click, and I'm going to hold the left click button, and I'm just going to move it outside the frame. Same thing with the quote board. I'm going to left click, I'm going to hold it, I'm going to move it outside the frame. Last but not least, the chart. Hold, move it. Oops, that moved to another one of my screens. Okay, so now what we have left is the placemat, and I can go ahead and change the size of that, and I'm just going to put it up here in the corner. So now the market windows are freely movable. All your trading windows are freely movable, just the same way you would move Microsoft Word doc or something. You just left click on the title bar, hold down the left click button, and you can freely move it. This little button here that's checked, this is the stay on top, so no matter what, even when I activate this window, it's always going to stay, the depth of market's always going to stay above any other window. Quote board. We'll go ahead and place the quote board. You can obviously readjust the size of all these things to fit your needs. Throw the chart in there. And I'll move this over. I'm just doing kind of a quick rundown here just so you can get the general idea. Now, there are a couple interesting things I can do here from the quote board. For example, presently inside the depth of market, we have the S&P mini contract. If I decide I want to trade the bond, instead of having up multiple DOMs, multiple depth of market windows, I can just have one, and then I can go into the quote board and I can left click, so I highlight the entire row, then I left click and hold it down, and now I can drag and drop into the depth of market window, so then I can go ahead and I can trade that product. And the reasoning for this is that the more of these depth of market screens, the more of these chart windows you have up, the more of the more bandwidth you're going to be using, the more resources you're going to be taking from your computer. Now, if you do want to create a second window, you know what, this is the button that's got a position in it. Let's stay away from that. You can go ahead and create it, and then, you know, as a result you have the two. Now inside the chart window it's a little easier. In the chart window, if I want to change the product, I can of course drag and drop, but at the same time I can also just start typing the symbol in. So if I want to look at YM, I'll just start typing YM. Oh, there it is, Z3, enter, enter again, and there's my product. Now if I want to see the bars or the candles closer up, I'll put the mouse in the horizontal time axis and I'll press down the shift key, and then with my mouse I'm going to roll. If you have a wheel, you can roll the wheel towards yourself, and it's gonna make the bars wider. And in the vertical price axis I can do the same thing. If I roll the mouse away from myself, it's going to make the bars taller. If I roll it towards myself, it's going to make them shorter. You know, most of the chart windows come with the volume shown. If you'd like to remove that as an indicator, just hover over one of the bars and you get the little window there. Then right click. Once you see that little window that describes that gives some of the info, some of the data behind that specific bar in your indicator, that means that you've got it locked. Then you can right click and then go down here. This remove will become highlighted, so then you can go ahead and remove an indicator. And by the same notion, if I want to add an indicator, just right click anywhere in the screen, go to indicators. In this case, let's add a moving average. You guys can't see it because it just went off the screen. Let's actually go here, indicator, moving average, and I'm going to choose a simple. There, we got a simple moving average. I want to make this one green. Okay. Scroll down, let's change it to a 23 period, and okay, so now I've got two moving averages. So I want to change the blue one, as you see here. I'm going to go to the blue, right click, and this time I want to configure, and I want to change this to a 50 period. Okay, and there we have our two moving averages. I'd like to change my time period. I can go down to the 30. These bars are too big. So like I showed you earlier, now I'm rolling away from myself to make the bars more narrow, and then in the vertical column, and there we have our charts. Now placing an order is pretty intuitive. So if I'm on the bid side and I want to place a buy order, you can see the little tooltip right there, left click limit. So I can left click once. Now I just want to be able to click and have my order go in. I don't need to confirm it every time. So I'm just going to say, nah, don't ask me again. And now my order's in the market. Now if I want to cancel that order, I'm going to go into the order column where you see the working one lot order, and I'm going to right click. And again, I don't want to confirm moving forward, so I'm going to ask it not to ask me again. Yes. And now my order is canceled. So now left click, order in, right click, order out. Same thing is going to happen on the sell side. Left click, order in, right click, order out. Now if I want to place a stop, a sell stop in this case, let's just say I'm long the market. Now this is a trade confirmation. I don't need to see that again. I know that I'm long one because it shows here I'm long one at the price 15,239. So I'm going to say do not show and close. If I want to place a stop, I'm going to go down below the best bid, and as you see here, it's going to say right click for stop. So I'm going to right click, and there's now my stop order. And if I want to place a profit target, I can just go ahead and do that. Now profit's out, and I want to go ahead and cancel this order. I can cancel it here by right clicking, or I can go up here and left click on the cancel offers button. Pretty simple. Should you have any questions moving forward, please feel free to give us a call, and we could give you a little bit more detail as to how to go about customizing the platform in a way that's going to be helpful for your trading. Thanks very much.